All right, guys, how cool is this? We are going to do a little bit of trekking here. Glad I brought my boots. This is going to be absolutely beautiful. There's nobody out here except for us. So let's go ahead and get everything set up and do a pretty epic flight. All right, guys, welcome to another flight here. This is just awesome. This could be one of the coolest spots I've ever been. I'm the only one out here. We're at a really neat location. We're at a park that actually has a whole bunch of stuff here. Lots of good fishing. There's a couple camps on the lake. So without further ado, I've got 10 satellites right now. I brought my little helipad here, which is really awesome for this situation. It would be kind of hard to do a hand takeoff and hand landing with all the camera gear that I've got. So what we're going to do here is just see, kind of explore the lake a little bit and just enjoy the flight. I'm seeing a lot of animal trails all over. I'm seeing some people trails as well. But let's go ahead, start off by hitting record on the drone here. Just a beautiful day. This is a flight that I'm really excited for. So let's go ahead and take off. And with every flight with this Spark, I go straight up and I make sure I don't have any trees around. And the reason I do that is I just want the drone to have a second to just kind of take a picture of the ground if it wants to, so it knows where it's at. It is a little bit glitchy, but look at how beautiful that is. There we are. We'll go up just a little bit higher. We're going to make sure we clear all the trees. All right, now let's go do some exploring. See if we can see any ice fissures. Yeah, it is a little bit laggy right now. I'm not sure why. All right, there we go. Let's start off. There it goes. This Spark is just so cool. You can hear those propellers just winding away. I did get some questions in my last video. My thoughts on the DJI Mavic Mini, and I think it's a really cool drone. What I really like about that is that it's under the 249 grams, and I know it's not a big deal to a lot of people that already have a license like I do, but I think it does a lot for this hobby to get people engaged and not have to go through and register their drone and go through all that effort. I'm going to take it up just a little bit here. We're at 100 feet. And we've got a lot of trees, a lot of cool stuff to see. It's a little bit difficult for me to see on this phone, but is anybody seeing any signs of life? Do we see anybody fishing? Is there anybody hiking around? One thing a lot of people like to do is take snowshoes out. It's something I really haven't done. Now I'm going to take a little bit of a walk here. I've got some trees between myself and the Spark, and most drones, including the Spark, do not like trees in the way. And just by getting a little bit more visible, we are getting some better results. I can see my reception's going up. Look at that. I'm going to spin a little bit and go up. 73%. It's about 25 degrees Fahrenheit today. So that's something to keep in mind if you're looking at the battery life here and it's going down a little bit quicker than what you'd expect. That's probably why. And we have perfect line of sight today on this thing. This is absolutely the best day for flying. And look at that, we probably will not see much for ice fishing. That looks to be some open water to me. All right, we're at about 350 feet up, which is plenty high. Let's see if that gimbal wants to move smoother for me. Nope, a little choppy yet. And I want to say on this side, there's like a church camp or something. This lake is actually over 100 acres. And it goes about 26 feet deep in its lowest spot. That's pretty cool. A lot of good fishing. What I'm going to do is I see we're at about 64%. The last time I put this thing in sport mode, if you guys remember, it did not like it very much. So I'm feeling dangerous again today. Flicked it into sport mode. And this is just a 2-axis gimbal on here. So you may notice when I'm in sport mode, the gimbal does not react very well to it. But that right there is full stick. That's full speed. And we are topping out about 31 miles an hour, it looks like. And I'm going to click it out of sport mode, just so we can get a little bit more cinematic shots here. But I don't know about you guys, but I would not want to be in that water. It is so cold right now. And we are 1,200 feet away. It's funny because not only can I see this thing perfectly, I can actually hear it as well. It's such a calm, quiet day. There's absolutely nobody around. And right there, I got a little bit of a breeze. And we do see some tracks, so it's kind of interesting. You wonder if how often animals will actually walk through that stuff and have a problem and fall through. All right, we're heading back. I'm gonna go up just a little bit. Now I just did a review video on my Hubsan that I have, which is a very capable drone. I really like it, but it does not have nearly the stability of this. You have cool things you can do on this, like we can check our battery voltage, and for some reason one side is a little bit lower than the other. We can just do all sorts of cool things. And there we are. You can kind of see us here in the video. Let's see if it'll let me do a slow pan now. That's a little bit better. And there we are. I'll wave, see if you can see me. A little speck in the distance. Now here's a good indication of what I go through to make these videos. So at the very top part there, you can maybe make out where my vehicle's parked and I had to trudge through all that snow to get here. But I'll tell you what, this is just so much fun. When you're doing stuff like this, it does not feel like work at all. This is such a blast. They've got a nice little park here as well for kids to play. This beach, there's actually 2 beaches here. These will be packed in the summers. All right, let's pull that gimbal up. Let's just see what we're looking at around here. Lots of farmland. This is an area of a lot of lakes, lots of farms. So there's fishing, there's hunting. And it is very, very quiet this time of the year. It's very peaceful, very relaxing. We're at 357 feet. And you know what? Let's go ahead and do a return to home. And let's see how this thing does. So let's go back and we're going to walk to where we were and watch this thing come in. The other thing, for those of you that maybe have never been in snow, the one really cool thing about it is the snow insulates sound very well. So that's partially why I'm not getting any background noise, except now for the beeping from this app telling me that the drone is landing. And I'll point this gimbal down. But yeah, really, really insulates, so it's almost eerie. Even when you're driving on it, it's kind of cool. It's a lot quieter. Everything's insulated so well. All right, does it look like it's going to come down in the right spot? Did everything I could. I waited for satellites. I took off slowly. It's coming in. I don't know if you saw that, but it made a major course correction. And I do not want this landing in the snow. So I'm going to pick up my gimbal. It's looking good so far. Wow, look at that. That is fantastic. We got a low battery warning, so we're going to call it quits at this site here. But I want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this quick flight. Again, let me know if there's anything else you guys want to see in these types of videos. Other than that, have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.